I was once the most powerful man in the world. And yet, I wrote to myself, not about power, not about conquest, but about peace, about self-mastery. I wrote not for glory, but as a reminder, a journal. To keep me human, you live in a different time, but your struggles are the same. So let me share with you what I learned. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You cannot bend the world to your will. People will speak, fate will turn, life will change. But your mind, your reason, your judgment, your choices, these are yours. Guard them well. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. What you think, you become. If you dwell in anger, bitterness follows. If you train your mind toward virtue, toward reason, justice, courage, then peace will not be a stranger to you. Tend to your thoughts. As a farmer tends to the soil, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. The world is filled with talkers, but words fade. What endures is action. Quiet, steady, noble action. Do what is right, not for praise, not for reward, but because it is right. That is enough. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Many will shout. Few will understand. Do not let noise deceive you. Do not mistake the crowd for clarity. Use your reason. Ask, is this true? And if it is not, let it pass. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. You know what is right. You do not need a crowd to tell you. If your conscience stirs, listen. That is your inner law. Live by it, and you will not fear the judgment of men. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. If one wrongs you, do not become like him. Do not trade peace for pride. Do not mirror hatred with hatred. The just man remains just. Even when wounded, look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up. If you will ever dig, you seek strength. Do not chase it in the world. It is already within you, beneath the noise, beneath the fear. Be still. Return to yourself. There, you will find all you need. Do not act as if you are going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. You do not know how many mornings you have left. So live this one well. Speak truth. Be kind. Waste nothing. Time is not yours to keep. But while you have it, use it. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. You will face hardship. Expect it. But know this, each obstacle is a teacher. The fire tests gold. The storm shapes the tree. What blocks the path is the path. Face it. Learn from it. Rise through it. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. You are alive. That alone is a miracle. You can see, hear, speak, love, grow. Do not rush past this. Do not forget what you have. Begin each day, not in complaint, but in wonder. These are not grand teachings. They are simple truths. But the simple things are often the hardest to live. I wrote them in solitude to keep my soul from straying. Now I give them to you. Remember, you are not born to be distracted. You are not made for anger. You are made to rise, to endure, to act with justice and calm. You were made for peace, and peace begins within. You are still watching, He? That tells me something about you. You seek not distraction, but depth. Not escape, but clarity. I wrote to myself in quiet hours, not to impress the world, but to discipline my soul. If these words help you, Then we are brothers in the search.so now. Let us continue. 10 more truths earned through silence, hardship, and thought. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it. Anger rises quickly, but it burns long. You may feel justified in your fury, but at what cost? Anger makes you a slave to the moment. Let it go not to be weak, but to remain free. What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee. You are not alone. You are part of a whole. When you act, remember the greater body, the family, the community. The world.to live rightly is to live in harmony, not just with yourself, but with all you touch. It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Nothing is good or bad in itself. It is your mind that labels it, reacts to it, suffers from it. Change your judgment, and the weight may fall away. Look again. With reason, with calm, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. You do not need much, not praise, not luxury, not endless success. You need clarity, purpose, a steady heart. Happiness grows in the soil of simplicity. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. This moment matters. Do not let it slip by half awake, half-hearted. If this were your final hour, how would you speak? How would you love? Live with that urgency, not in panic, but in purpose. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? Fate brings what it brings. You may resist it, curse it, fear it, but it comes all the same. So why not meet it as a friend? Say to it, if this is what I am given, I will make use of it. Look within. Within is the wellspring of good. It is ever ready to bubble up. If you only dig, do not look outward for strength. Not in the crowd, not in fortune. Look inward. The well is there. Train your mind. Strengthen your character. The world may shift, but you will remain. No great thing is created suddenly. The tree grows slowly. The stone smooths over centuries. Why then do you demand immediate peace, instant progress? Be patient with the world, with others, and with yourself. Keep walking. The path is enough. Soon you will have forgotten all things. Soon all things will have forgotten you. This is not meant to depress you, it is meant to free you. The opinion, the failure, the mistake, they will fade. So why worry so much? Let perspective shrink your fear and expand your peace. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. The world is loud. People chase endlessly, but you return to yourself. That is where peace lives. Breathe. Reflect. Be still. You do not need to escape the world to find peace. You only need to master the way you meet it. These words are not perfect, but I offer them with the same spirit in which I wrote them, to become better, to remember what matters, to keep the flame alive in a darkening world. You may stumble. I did too, but return to these truths again and again. That is the way of growth. Do not wish to be unshaken by fortune. Wish to be the kind of person who can stand firm despite it. That is the Stoic path, and I walk it with you.